the Eric Chase.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Wednesday edition of Candid Conversations, where we have stimulated conversations involving real life people in real life situations. I am your man, G. Lord, I'm on CP time tonight, y'all, but I apologize again for being 20 minutes late. I always have technical difficulties when Daryl Davis is not here. So, I apologize, y'all, but here we go. We're going to roll into it. Let me introduce these gentlemen that are here with me tonight. First, they're both artists, but I'm going to start off with Tay-G. What's up, my guy?
What's happening?
Man, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Amazing, as always.
With the fresh line of the head.
You know, fresh cut.
I love it, bro. Thank you for being here, y'all. This man is a dynamic artist, soon to be reality personality. I can't wait to see what you got cooking. I'm happy that you're here and took some time out to spend it with your brother today. I appreciate you.
Hey, anything for you, bro.
Man, I love when people say that. Makes me feel so good. And this other man, look, this man here needs no introduction. One of my Louisiana natives.
Yes.
So that makes him an automatic family member. And yes. 225? You 225?
225, definitely.
Oh, it's all 225.
Yeah.
See, it's been a while since I've been there. So it's 225, he's from Louisiana, like me. So that makes him an automatic family member.
Period.
All right.
Yes, sir. What's
Artist.
up, G? Uh-oh.
Artist. Oh, God. Singer. Singer.
Oh, come on now.
I love it, man.
Don't do all of that.
Reality personality. Come on. I love it. It's just climbing and climbing. I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you.
Anything for you.
Man, thank you for squeezing 2 hours of your night to hang out with me and have some real life conversations that I feel like are very important to us as a people. So,
Thank you for having me.
yes, I'm excited tonight. Tonight's going to be a dynamic show. I'm so happy you're here. Aaron, hello to you in the background. And that's for my YouTube audience, because it's coming to see. You're going to see us visually. Yes, it's coming. So, listen, I like to start off the show with minding other people's business, because that's what we do.
Uh-oh.
As far as the entertainment world, I try to hit it maybe about 5-10 minutes. Well, we don't spend too much longer, but I really wanted to hit it today because, as y'all know, unless you have been living under Plymouth Rock, rapper Takeoff was shot and killed in Houston this past weekend, and he was trying to, from what I've just read, he was trying to actually stop an altercation. So it wasn't over a dice game, they said. That's what initially they were saying. He was trying to stop an altercation. And it saddens me that this has happened because it disgusts me in a couple ways. Here's the disgusting part about it. First, we lost another young black man.
Absolutely.
That disgusts me altogether because we're killing each other off, and it's our own people that's doing the killing most of it.
Right.
The other thing that pissed me off was the fact that instead of people helping, they grabbed their phones and recorded it.
Yep. 2022.
2022, bro. And it's like, now his family sees him on the ground bleeding out to his last moments.
Right.
Because instead of you assisting or dialing 911, you picked up your phone and recorded the whole altercation. So disgusting to me, bro. But I want to hear y'all thoughts on it. I mean, because y'all are both artists, you're a rapper particularly, so.
I didn't know. First of all, can we start?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you had music out. I didn't know. I only met you the one time at the event.
Okay.
But I didn't know you were an artist.
Now I'm going to have to call you out because you lying.
Oh,
How?
Candid conversation.
Because you lying. We didn't see each other plenty of times over Q's house. You lied.
When did we meet?
It was a but. Yes, you're right. We did meet.
He didn't
Yes.
know you was an
I didn't
artist,
know
though.
you
That
were
was
right.
Can you spit? You gonna spit something or what?
At the end of the show.
Oh,
Okay, we're going to get a little treat.
I got you.
Okay,
I got you.
okay.
And
I didn't know
I'm
that.
saying you going to sing.
I mean, you're going to have to go with one vocal, a lyric. or
Yeah,
something.
absolutely.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
I'm
I'm
proud
sorry.
of you.
Yeah, take off.
Yeah, so especially with you being an artist of, that genre of music, how does that make you feel as far as that?
Yo, that's very. It's like you said. It's very heartbreaking and saddening. You know, sometimes people don't understand until it happens to them. You know, I myself lost my brother, so you know, I would have never wanted to see anything like that. Like when people do that, they don't think about the consequences or the hurt that it brings to the family. You know, like sometimes when you hear tragedies, your mind definitely wanders, but now you actually have a visual to go with it. Like that's the sickening, saddening part about it. Wow. So sometimes I think, you know, people want to go viral or certain things like that. So they're capturing the moment, not understanding that they're causing hurt and trauma to the family.
Right.
Exactly. And I don't know if this guy had kids, because I mean, I like rap, but I don't really listen to the newer generation rap. But I don't know if he had kids. So I'm like, what if his kids have to see their last moment of their father bleeding out in the street because somebody was an asshole and pulled out a camera and immediately shocked it to whoever media outlet? Disgusting, bro.
Very.
It's so
All
sad.
for a check.
Yeah. What you think about it?
Yeah, it's senseless. You know what I'm saying? Somebody made a comment. I think it was a celebrity who said they compared it to when how big of a deal it was when Biggie and Tupac got shot.
Yeah.
But today is not the same feeling because it happens so often. Pop Smoke, Young Dolph, P&B Rock, and now Takeoff.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We don't even have a chance to digest it
Nipsey.
before. Oh, and Nipsey Hussle, before it happens again. So it's just it's a sad day in the culture when it comes down to gun violence.
I agree, and it's like I love us, but I hate us as a community.
That's fair to say.
I love us.
Hate's such a strong word. How about
No, I hate it because we always want to scream unity at the wrong time.
Right. No, you're right about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if it was a white man, oh, everybody wants to be united and fully fronted, but now that we're killing each other off, it don't even make a difference.
Yeah.
Now watch how long this stay in the news. 2.5 seconds, and it's gone. You know what I'm saying? That's the disgusting part about it. All I can tell you, man, is listen. If you out here in these streets trying to pursue your dreams, just be careful who you aligning yourself with, making sure you're handling your affairs, making sure that your business is in order, and trying to stay away from the shenanigans. Because at the end of the day, you ain't got but one life.
Absolutely.
And you really just got to be prayed up anytime.
Anytime.
Now you could be in the grocery store. Now you could be in the church.
Yep.
Now you could be in the airport. So it ain't
True.
really no
way, because
safe place to be.
Right, I can get my ticket punched the second I leave the studio.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? You just don't know.
God forbid.
Right, God forbid. But just be careful, man. Prayers up to his family and everybody he's associated with. God bless them, and I hope that he is with them during this journey right now. The other thing I wanted to report was, not report. So Dwayne Wade, because I'm not a reporter, Dwayne Wade's ex-wife accuses him of exploiting his daughter, Zaya, is it Zaya Wade, for financial gain because of her becoming a transgender kid.
Now that's sickening. Not him, but that's sickening for her to say something like that.
Why?
Because with everything going on in the world today, I think that man is just trying to be a great father. He's trying to break the generational curse of this is a black family, you can't be gay and all of that. That man ain't doing nothing but loving his child. And if his child is wanting to identify as that, well, you're supposed to do that as a parent, as support your child. Let's help make this an easy transition, you know, to you. The world is gonna hate you, talk about you, whatever the case may be. But that man is doing what he's supposed to do by loving his child.
But you know what? That's exactly what it is. Acceptance, love, and support when it comes down to the LGBTQ community and parents is so foreign in our culture. So when you see it like that, you don't recognize it. You know what I'm saying? So, like somebody else, I read a comment that says, "Why would this man need to exploit his child for financial gain when he's worth $180 million?"
Already there.
Married to Gabrielle Union. Like, what money do they need?
Right. So my thing is, why are you even mentioning as the ex-wife? Are you hurting for a financial check?
Because she wanted a check.
I mean, I'm sure he probably would have cut her a check.
But cut her a check
I
for
don't even
why?
think it's
Cut her
I
a
mean,
check for why?
if it's that serious, like, hey, LeBron, listen, I'm hurt. You know, that's my baby. I need some. I'm sure he would have cut his baby mama a check.
For why?
Just, I don't know. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. So I found positive in it.
When we got divorced and you got whatever alimony you got, that is your check.
Was she with him when he hit?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know much about her. A lot of
Me
people
either.
I don't even know who she was.
I didn't even. I've
She
always wondered
was.
how she felt about Zaya.
Yeah.
You know, but for her to say something sensitive
Yeah.
like that, like, come on now.
I didn't know who the lady was. When I look at her, I'm like, oh, he was married to her? Okay.
Gee, come on now, whatever.
I don't want to be trying to be shady, but I don't feel like Magic Johnson got that backlash when EJ was out. EJ was coming out and I don't know if he's transitioning.
Yeah.
But he.
Well, that's Cookie's child too, right?
Yeah.
So see, he didn't have no bitter baby mama. In that
Right.
case,
Well,
so.
yeah. Because Cookie accepts everything. Well, look.
I just think you know what, and let's go here because I think
Go there, Frank.
this is what I wonder. If Dwayne Wade, even Magic Johnson, if they were not multimillionaires, would they have the same love for their child?
That's a good question.
That's what I wonder. Because I think because
would hope so.
you're in the public eye,
Yeah.
you're a celebrity, it's going to be reported on, so you want
So you
them.
feel like they was faking the fuck. Like they gotta put on a certain way not to get the backlash.
Almost.
That's a good question.
You know, because my mama had a hard time a couple years ago. You know,
Yeah.
that wasn't an easy conversation. But I feel like if my mama had $80 million in the bank,
She wouldn't give
she
it.
would be, oh, all right.
Well, we're good.
All right.
Yeah, go cut this
So, I don't know.
about his Lexus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have never even thought about it.
I always think of stuff like
because if with, like you say, your mom had a hard time hearing it from her son, black people, they don't like to hear from their,
But see,
they don't like to hear it.
I
Don't like to hear
think,
it.
and not like far as your mom, but I think for any black mom or in the black community, black family, no parent wants their child to be gay.
Mm-hmm.
But if it happens, they're gonna, hopefully they love them, you know, and still give them the same support. But I think when parents be upset and things like that because they end up asking a lot of questions like, what did I do wrong? Where did I fail
They feel like
at?
they're
They feel like
failure,
it's
yeah.
on them.
Sometimes, yeah.
And it ain't got nothing to do with them.
Nah.
When they're failure, then they also throw an aspect of the religion aspect of it. This is not supposed to happen, and you know they throw. It's many reasons why they feel like they need to. What's the word I'm looking for? Deflect it. Like, yeah, you ain't supposed to be you ain't supposed to be this way, but you can't control your child's feelings. All thing you can do is just sit there and embrace it, but don't make them uncomfortable where they can't come and talk to you.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Because that's when stuff start happening, the rebellion, and they scared they gonna get disowned, and this is a lot with that. You know what I'm saying? And I respect Dwayne because he was like, okay. Like even if I could genuinely feel like even if he don't, because we see him more than Gabrielle, I think she really was like
Yeah, embracing.
embracing.
But I like that he's at the forefront though as a black man. So I
Yeah.
like that black men, especially in our culture, get to see like a black man in power, like openly loving his child.
Yeah, I mean, he is at the end
As
of the
he
day.
should, though.
As he should.
Yeah,
So,
right.
yeah, well, that's another family we're gonna pray for and hope that woman is not out for a money opportunity or a money gain. So
That would sound like-
we're gonna roll with that.
Right, it do sound like
But
it.
that is minding other people's business. We done. We're done. We're done. So listen, y'all ready to hit these
These topics.
candid topics we got?
Yes,
I
sir.
don't mind.
All right. Well, I want to start off with segue. Why people can't mind their own damn business? Why do you feel like people can't mind their own business when it comes to your life, your shit? You know what I'm saying? Why do you feel like they can't mind their business?
Because other people ain't got no business.
They don't have enough of their
Well,
own.
that-
That's the answer.
I mean,
Next, look.
right? That's the answer. It really is funny to me that, let's say, you have so much going on. Both of y'all, I got so much going on trying to build your careers, and let's not even talk about personal life.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you feel like people like negatively have to impact your business? Like, I'm doing good for myself. Why don't you go find you some business to mind? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you so concerned and consumed about what I have going on?
I think, it's, the family member that see you doing good, but then they got all these ideas and like, oh, you should have did it this way, you should have did that. That's everyday people who are afraid, or maybe not even afraid, just don't know which way to go to actually follow their dreams or go for what they want, and then they feel like they may know you or close to you and just want to be all up in your shit and want to have opinions and, all of that doesn't really even matter.
That's
Yeah.
one aspect. Then I feel like there are those people too who are just jealous. They see you doing your thing, they envious, they wish it was them, don't know how to get the shit started and rather bring you down, whether I mean, rather than asking you how to help them come up. So
Jealousy and envy is something else.
it is.
It is wild. Like, for example, when I moved to Georgia, and you know, Baton Rouge ain't with this, and it's like, okay, I don't see myself living here because nothing changes. There's no growth. If you didn't work at like Exxon chemical plant or something like that, where the money was, so I was like, I'm leaving, and I left, and I had friends and family pissed off that I decided to leave.
To do better for yourself.
To try to, do better for myself. And I sit here and I pose the question, what stopped you?
Right.
Why you didn't feel like you can get up and leave? Because we both started this with no kids, nothing holding us back.
Yep.
Not all of y'all got, children and this, and everybody's become complacent. I love going home, but I can't stay there more than 2 days.
Yeah.
Like when I go home, I'm ready to go. As soon as I get there, like, hey y'all, maybe after the first 2
Right.
days, I've
It's like,
seen everybody. Okay, it's time to go.
So I've had people literally pissed off and in my business, well, why you moved out here?
But
Why you there?
when people have an opinion on your life when it comes to the choices you make, they are really, how can I say this? They're speaking from their own ability to succeed or thrive.
Yeah.
They
So
don't
they live
believe that.
vicariously
Yeah,
through-
they don't believe that they're able to do it. So why are you doing it? That's why.
True.
That's how it comes out.
And there's been a lot of things that I've questioned my abilities on, you know what I'm saying? Like, where I am now, 2 or 3 years ago, I didn't think I'd be doing any of this.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? So, when I had my first acting opportunity, shout out to Raheem Brazil, thank you.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? And it just kind of trended from there, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, okay, I do have the potential to not look a certain way or a certain skin tone, even though I was declined for a few roles because of that.
Gee, it's
but I'm not
okay.
still salty. But, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if I can put my mind to do it, and it's stuff I still want to do, but it's like, if I can do it, you sure the hell can.
That's right, yeah.
Especially when you see potential and people like, bro, what's the problem? You too can do this. It just annoys me. It makes me feel like you're just lazy. And people do become complacent when they're comfortable. So when you're stepping out of your comfort zone, it becomes very uncomfortable. Like right now, these rents are very uncomfortable, but I'm stepping out here trying to play.
Yeah, but you need enough uncomfortableness to become comfortable.
Yeah,
That's good.
that was good.
I like that. Can you repeat that one more
You
time?
need enough uncomfortableness
With the hand.
to become comfortable.
Yeah.
That was good.
I like that.
He is a
That's
hard.
true.
He is a rapper. That's a bar.
That's what I'm telling you. That's how easy that came out. Yeah, and I don't like being uncomfortable. I don't think nobody likes being uncomfortable, but when you're trying to succeed you have to be
Everything is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, especially walking into a new situation, things like that. You know you're there to deliver and do whatever you gotta do, but yeah, your nerves is it's the anxiety of uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what that makes you move? When you're uncomfortable, you're gonna move. If you're comfortable, you're not gonna go nowhere.
Right.
You're gonna be stuck in it, you're gonna be lazy, you're gonna be content and stagnant. So that discomfort allows you to move and do something about it.
Yeah.
So-
Because you just like, I can't be restricted like that.
Yeah, I gotta do something. And that's the
Yeah.
first step. In order to go high, you got to do something.
Yeah.
Can't get nowhere if you don't go nowhere.
And the funny part is, until I got here, I didn't know people like, and not me, because I'm loved and liked. I like everybody, but I don't feel like I need to be in nobody's business because it ain't mine.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
same way.
saying? But I hear stuff, I'm like,
Keep my mouth shut.
I don't want it. I don't want to hear that.
Keep my mouth shut.
Mm-mm.
If I can't walk away and I gotta sit there and listen to it, I'm gonna try to tune it out.
Good.
I'm just not the type of person to be in anybody else's business. I got my own shit going on.
I'm okay.
That's me.
Because my mental, and I've shared this about, my mental capacity is not there to handle nobody else's business.
Right.
I gotta handle my own business, make myself better. But it's just amazing, even with everyday people like us, even celebrities. And when you like I titled that segment "Mind Other People's Business," because when you go to the shade room, they're typically minding other people's business, and you see all the comments like da 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 da. Like, why is that even bother? Why?
Because other people's business is entertainment to the other folks.
And you know what? Now you made a good point because we got these people like the Shade Room and Hollywood Unlocked and the Jasmine brand. They get paid to mind other people's business, so that's why it's such a trend.
Yep, it's their job.
But the thing about people around here, y'all don't get paid to do this.
Right. So
You curse on here?
just a little. You good though? Do we have to embark that? Do we have to participate in it?
No, I don't know.
Or because it's juice? Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking with the brands, like the Jasmine brand, all the people.
Oh, they got to, yeah.
And also, but as the media person look like, do we have to make a comment? Because we're engaging at that point. Do we have to engage?
Nah,
We don't have to.
I'm gonna keep scrolling. I'm gonna keep.
I made comment.
Right. Oh yeah, I done seen
Yeah.
some of your comments, sir. I
But
done
you
seen
know,
them.
and just as far as minding the business, though, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like we'll ever get to a place where that will never decease. I mean, like, cease and desist, because we will always be in somebody's business. It's just the way of the law. Somebody gonna want to know what's happening. Ooh, tell me what's happening. Ooh, and it's just like, okay, then it's like
So
it ends.
is that sharing news, or is that at a point of you just gossiping?
I think it just depends because in 2022 is social media, is public opinion.
Yeah.
So people feel like they have access to your life when you are
Putting it out there.
Yeah, when you put it out there. So
I agree, and the only issue I have with that, because we are such social media based now, is the people that only put out the positive shit. Because now you're creating an illusion like nothing ever bad happened to you. You don't have a feeling. Me personally, I share them both.
Oh, but I was about to say, but what's wrong with? I mean, what's wrong?
And that's
if that's what they
fine.
want
No,
to show?
that's fine.
Yeah.
But don't sit there and live a lie on your visuals. Because like all of it might not be the truth. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
a lie.
Don't be loud. Don't.
Is it a
tell
lie,
lies.
Because I get, because maybe some people just feel like there's so much negative things out there in the world, and we know negative stuff happen. So why not have a platform that does look like roses and sunflowers and sunshine, just for positive things.
Yeah.
and even the law of attraction. The law of attraction says even if you think about a bad thing, you attract it. So if you're only putting out the positive things that you go to, that's where your mind focused on. You see it in your head, so you can have it in your hand.
I agree.
So-
I'm just a balanced person, so I'm gonna give you both.
Yeah,
If
you
I'm
transparent.
having-
That's
I'm
what you
very
said.
transparent about it. Like, okay, this is great, but today ain't it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I feel like that's so important now because we are visual. Well, not visual. We're coming to an era where now getting help is
More
accepted
common.
now. It's more common.
Mm-hmm.
So it's normalizing getting help of your mental state and seeing a therapist and psychologist and stuff like that. So it is weird, but I mean, because I do be like strolling and reading. I'm like, oh, okay. But I'll comment, you know
But
what I'm saying?
it's good to be transparent
Yeah,
because
I agree.
when you are transparent, you are more relatable. Like you
Yeah.
said, the people don't only see the good side, they see the bad side or the downside, but it makes you more relatable because it ain't all hunky-dory on our side. We
Yeah.
go through things too. So when people can see that you're going through that as well, it makes you more relatable and they want to get in tune more with you.
Yeah.
That's right. Especially if somebody looking up to you,
Yeah.
they see that you're going through a storm and you weather that storm, they might feel like, well, shit, I could weather that storm too.
Mm-hmm. For me, I'm just now becoming that person as far as like being more
Yeah.
transparent with stuff because I feel like God sent me through certain things to be the testimony for people that are having the test going on. You know what I'm saying? So at first it was a struggle like, okay, yeah, you was molested. Yeah, you was raped. Yeah, you don't feel confident about your physical. People talked about you, about the darkness of your skin. All of that stuff was living here.
Yeah.
So when I got the platform to do this, I was like, you know what? We're going to be candid about you, especially as a black man.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to be able to share this because a lot of black men are sheltered.
Right.
We don't know, because if we show emotion, which we'll be talking about a little bit later, if we show emotion, it's not accepted for black men to show their emotions. You know what I'm saying? We become weak. We become pussy. All of that. But, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I don't care. If you like it, you like it. You don't. I'm sharing my story, and if I hit one or two people, I'm good. That was God using me as the vessel.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Always for somebody else.
You feel me?
Mhm.
So I try to be trans. It was hard, though. It was hard, bro. It was like, okay, do I want people to judge me? But it doesn't give a damn.
Listen, they judge God.
Did
You can't
they?
sit up here and act like we any better.
Bruh.
So judge on, my friend.
Yeah.
It's rough, bro. But, I just always wondered how, especially the people that are like, doing stuff like y'all, like, damn, like, do you like question stuff like, okay, if I do A, B, and C, I wonder what, or you don't even go there. Like, if I take a project, or if I do this, or if I put this out, do you ever wonder, okay, what are my people gonna think? What is this gonna happen? Or do you think about that kind of stuff? Before you do it, do you kind of like examine? Because I feel like if we, even with the killings and stuff, this is gonna be a relation you're here in a minute. But like, I think if people just stop for a second and just think about what they're gonna do, because some people move on impulse. So like, when you take on projects and stuff like that, do you like give it thought before you accept what you're gonna do, or you just like, boom, the opportunity is here, I can't miss it?
I mean, it's a catch-22.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like, I mean, sometimes you're so busy and you got so much on your plate. I mean, I'll speak for myself, having so much to do, and when opportunities come my way, if the timing is right, I'm going to go for it. And then as it's happening, it's just like, you know, like, well, maybe I should have thought about this. Maybe I should have did this or did something different, but we here and I'm going for it. But it's actually cool because sometimes you need that little fire lit up under you to kick into gear, because it was at one point where I was just mapping and planning everything out, getting some things in order. Then I got approached to do the show, and I'm like, okay, yeah, and it truly just it made me jumpstart that plan and figure the rest out on the way. And it's not like really figuring it out because I know it's there, but it just made me start the plan versus having the plan mapped out. It made me, okay, let's go ahead and get to it.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, I can see that. That's good.
I think with me, I'm gonna use the show I did on Zeus recently.
Okay.
It was kind of an impulsive decision to do it.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what anybody was gonna say about it. You know what I'm saying? And when you think about how I don't fit in with, you know, the brand of that network, after it came out and people got a chance to see who I was on it, the feedback I've gotten was, man, it's good to see somebody like you with grace. It's good. Your spirit touched me. You know what I'm saying? I related to how you are. I feel like I'm a misfit, but you just never know who you're going to touch. So sometimes, like you say, you just got to jump out there, trust your gut, and in the end, if you, like you say, if you reach somebody, if you touch somebody, then you did your job.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's good because some of those opportunities, like, that was probably a once in a lifetime thing. Like, okay, yeah, I can't miss that one.
Right.
I think because I overthink stuff, I'm like, I'd missed out on a lot of shit. Because I'm like, oh, yeah,
but that's
I
a lesson
don't know.
too, though.
Yeah.
Now you can push yourself. Like,
It is.
If it come back around, you know to take that risk.
And I don't get too many opportunities like that. But when they happen, because I was scared to do this. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing radio. For what? But my love for R&B music, I was supposed to be a personality. So just, you know, talk like, and then play some songs and on the old school R&B stuff, because I'm old. And I like music when it had meaning.
106.5.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Q106. Yes. I love it.
Shout out to Baton Rouge.
Shout out to Baton Rouge. Good old guy, Brody. Yeah, so when I was like, well, if I do it, I want a talk platform. And I want to have different individuals come on here, and we're going to talk about real shit that we sweep under the rug that we need to talk about. So this is like a therapy session to me every Wednesday and Saturday.
It's perfect for
You know what I'm saying? So this is good for me. I love it. It feels good. So, yeah.
See that? That's what I'm talking about. That's
Feels
the
good,
proof
man.
right there.
It feels good.
It's good that you got this, because anytime I'm with this man, whether we in a professional place or not, this man has something to say. So it's good that he got a platform where he's saying something, you know, and everything you say is substance. So
I love that.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, sir. So yeah, I just wonder why we always mind people's business, but since we'll never know the answer to that question,
I think I answered it.
You did?
It's entertaining for those who ain't got no business.
And then spread that business to other people. So everybody in your business at this point.
Right.
Did you know? Yeah, we get it. Okay.
Did you know?
Let me tell you, if you spread mine, you better come to me for facts.
That part.
Come to me. Don't go to
check.
nobody else so I
Fact
can
check.
tell you.
Hear it from the horse's mouth.
How do y'all feel about double standards? You got to think about it for a second. You need a
I'm
moment.
just like,
That's broad.
It's very broad.
it is.
Okay, let's throw out some examples. So, why do we feel like it's okay? And this is just the easiest thing that comes to mind. Why do we feel like it's okay? And I'm going sexual, people, so don't be uncomfortable.
Like
so men, it's okay to see two women showing affection. Well, we can see two people in the world. We can see two women showing affection. They can hug, they can kiss, they can hold hands, they can such and such. But if you see two men, it's disgusting. It is not accepted. Maybe a little bit more now. And this is just me using the example of a double standard. Right. It's not accepted. We don't like to see that. It's disgusting. It's vile. Da, da, da. Why do you feel like the world is like that in any double standard type of a situation?
You said the key word, and the word was we don't like to see that. So in a sense, who wouldn't want to see two females together? That's like, far as from the men's state, that it's a fantasy, it's an ideal thing. Mm-hmm. So of course it's accepted because we want to see it.
Right.
So it's going to be accepted. When you see two men, it's like, to other people, that's not what they want to see. So it's because you don't want to see it, you're automatically turned off. It's a distaste, a disgrace. Not saying that two men showing affection is a disgrace. I'm happy for the LGBT community plus all the alphabets. Can't keep up with it.
There's a lot of
it. Is. But that's what I think. It's because we were taught in a society that this is what men do, this is what girls do, females do. Yeah. So it's like we are trained, embedded as we grow up that this is what's right.
Yeah.
And to me, I feel like the world is a Reese cup when it comes to sexuality. Ain't no wrong way to eat a Reese's. If this is what you like, this is what you like.
Well, I will say, I will say, a rapper.
Yeah, I got to write.
I will say, the millennials really don't give a damn.
They don't. I'm happy.
Now it's the one. Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, they don't.
It's the older, who was raised in church, their mother, and it's no way to. Parents didn't have a manual when they was raising us. They learned, and it's still not one, but they learned from their parents, and they just trickle it on until they decide to break the generational gap and the curse and do their own thing. I just feel like people should be able to do what the hell they want to do.
Yeah, I wish it was that easy.
I swear I wish it was just do what you want to do. I wish we lived in one of those places, and it's just people are so obsessed with what other people are doing. Like, I don't understand.
Business.
I don't get that.
If it's not,
I need somebody to make me understand.
If it's not affecting you, you shouldn't care about it.
I agree. If it's not keeping your lights on, that condo paid, or whatever, why? And I was watching something recently where it was another double standard going on with race, and I was like, okay, that's true. It was something along the lines of black people. It was like interracial dating or something like that. It's accepted in this type of a region, and it's not. It's just weird. And I'm just like, why? They love each other. Why? It doesn't matter.
Listen, because I don't discriminate.
You like it all, friends?
I like it all. I'm like Kate Michelle. They think I love them, but I love them all. Like, I don't discriminate.
Man.
If you're cute, you're cute. Like, race really shouldn't matter. Like, all those standards should not matter.
Yeah, and it's weird because people try to, and I'm going off a little bit, but people try, because we're talking about that, but people try to confuse preference and standards. I don't think you can do that.
Preference and standards. Break that down.
So people will say, I like a big ass with such and such, but that's just my preference.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing against you. There's nothing against you. That's just my preference.
You're beautiful.
Right. You're stunning. You just don't have a big ass. So if she's stunning and beautiful and all these good qualities, why does that eliminate her? Because she don't have the biggest butt you got that you like.
You can pay for that. If that's what
you know what I'm saying? And it's like I get so annoyed with that because it's like you could be missing out on your potential blessing because you like an ass better than you like somebody's beauty. You know what I'm saying? It's just so annoying to me.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, though, sorry to break it down even more, but what age group? Because you know, like what age group is saying that? Because you know I'm in my 30s, and so I look back and think about things. I was like, okay, I remember I used to be like this and like this. I still like all of these things or whatever, but I may not find all 10 things in this person because it is a preference.
So you can compromise a little.
No, I'm not compromising.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie.
compromising.
Okay.
I am compromising. The older I get, is some stuff on that list I realize, well, shit, if I actually want love one day, I may need to let go of this one or this one or that one.
Well, yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. To me, it's not compromising. I'm just being wiser. I'm just being wise. I'm not really compromising because I'm like, this may be my preference, but that's my preference.
Yeah.
I'm not going to find somebody that meets everything on the fucking list.
Mm-hmm.
Might have to mold them.
Okay.
Might have to mold them.
Molding. Why do you feel like you have to mold somebody, though?
Because that's what my grandpa said.
See what I'm
and
saying?
I understand it.
I understand
it. Sometimes you get with a person and they may not be everything, but they got potential.
Okay.
And sometimes you got to show them how to love you. Sometimes you let them love you the way they want to love you, because that's their way of expressing. But then you also have to teach them how to love you as well.
Do you agree with that, Ike?
I think you do have to, in a sense, teach people. Like you have to learn your lover's love language in order to know, because it's like when you meet a new person, first of all, you know nothing about them,
Right.
You know, and chemistry can only take you so far. So yeah, I think you learn stuff about. You never stop learning stuff about a person, even after you get married. You still learning. So there is a bit of teaching and learning.
It is.
I agree with that.
I never really heard nobody say to teach you how to love me.
Teach you how to love.
You know, to love the
Yeah.
person. Yeah, I've heard a song where like,
Yeah.
But it's the
Okay.
same. It's the same concept.
Do you agree? You don't agree?
I believe in the whole courting.
Yeah.
Process.
I do too.
So I know a lot of relationships now are escalated because people don't like to be by themselves and they just have to have a body with them.
Ooh.
So they jump in one. 5 minutes later, if that wouldn't work, they jump in a new one. Because they just need that comfort. And I feel, again, that's a backstory. So you haven't learned the individual that you say you want to gauge with. You haven't learned it.
But like Ike said, you truly never know the person you're sleeping with. So
don't.
that was my.
But you made the
biggest fear.
decision to sleep with them.
Yeah, okay.
So you had
Because
to know
was thinking-
something.
we was thinking with another
That's
part.
lust.
We was lust.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because see, the biggest thing to me, like you could be married to somebody for 30 years. On that 30th year and that next day one, they somebody completely different.
That is true. That's why a lot of
That's
these
definitely
couples
true.
that we're seeing that have been together and we look at them and celebrate, they never break up. You know, divorce.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
people are forever evolving.
I don't believe in the institution of marriage, but that's another topic.
You don't?
I don't.
Oh.
I don't. Because like he
surprises me.
said, I could be with, let's say I'm with somebody for, like you said, 5 years. There's the dating, or, you know, in our state, they call it common law. You become common law married. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, everything is going great. Occasional argument, blah, 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 blah. Year 10 then came. Okay, finally, I'm going to try to go ahead and tie the knot. The second I tie the knot, I feel like it all just crumbles. And then you've wasted, because, you know, this is just be very funny. I don't know how true this is. But I feel like black folks, I feel like they married for a show. White people married for business transactions.
But
That's how I feel.
I mean, I must agree with you. But I was just having this conversation the other day with my sister, and the thing about marriage back in the day, marriage was like the white people. It was for financial reasons.
It was a
It
business
to
transaction.
survive
Hell yeah.
in the world. It was for stability.
Yeah.
Now,
They
you
may-
probably ain't want to be with this person.
Yeah.
Probably had a couple kids with this person.
Guess what,
and
though?
y'all stayed together for the kids. But as they got older and things like that, okay, let's sever ties.
drift, yeah.
We survived. We made it through.
Yeah.
Now I'm able to venture out and do something different on my own.
So where's the love at? Because when you taking them vows, that it wasn't.
Okay.
I vowed to pay your mortgage. I vowed to do A, B, and C for all the days of my life. That wasn't a part of the vows. It was love, art, and cherish. till death do you part, not financially feed, fuck, all, none of that was in the vow.
So
Those
we can't
were-
I'm
curse.
sorry, I didn't mean to say
Those
that.
were, you know,
Edit.
those were in the fine print, very, very
Yeah,
small, like, you know,
whatever.
in a size 2 font that you really couldn't read.
Terms
You
and
needed
conditions.
magnifying glasses.
Terms
to
and
see
conditions.
It.
Oh,
But it
it's
was on
the
there.
side effects like
It's
on
the
them
side
drug,
effects,
like
yeah.
on them
It was-
drug commercials.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was the side
Scroll.
effects. Yeah. But shout out to the people who are or have been married for X amount of years. God bless you. Because y'all was raised at a different time. But yeah, that's kind of why I don't believe in it. I mean, I feel like if it's going good.
Leave it at that.
But you know, people say that too about when you go from just the dating part to putting the label on the
Yeah.
relationship. They say
It tends
people
to
start
go.
acting up too.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
it's like, what are you
Yeah.
One
doing?
of my best relationships was for 3 years with no title,
And then you titled it.
and it was crumble.
Damn,
Why is
I don't
that,
know.
bro?
I
Like,
don't
why
know.
is that?
I
I'm
start.
like, damn,
I feel
maybe
like
we
I
should-
start acting better. Well, I don't remember it been so long, but once I get the title, I'm about to start acting even better. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
See, I
That's
think,
how you supposed
See,
to.
I feel like because we're from a different cloth. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I just feel like, because me, if I'm with somebody, and I haven't been with anybody in about 15 years, I haven't been in a relationship
love
that
saying
long.
that.
I just want you to know.
I wasn't even gonna say it like,
But
okay, G.
because like the way that, and I didn't even have this advice because my dad wasn't there. Maybe my mama just really never talked about it. I just felt like if I found that person, they're gonna be everything to me. They ain't got to worry about me showing love to nobody else. I'm zoomed in. You know what I'm saying? I'm there. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about me going out here stepping out. It's none of that. You know what I'm saying?
like me.
Everybody don't do that because people get bored fast. They want to go do other people and do other things. You know what I'm saying? And then you wonder why your blessing was lost because you effed it up. And then when the other person you wanted don't want you no more because they're bored, then you're like, damn, I shouldn't have messed up what I had before.
Or that other person don't want you because they was comfortable having you the way that they were having you. They
Ooh.
knew that you could always go home.
This is true.
Right now,
And
you put commitment on it.
Right. And I feel like where we are now, because it's a pot.
Oh yeah, I was just about to say.
Options.
Then you add the word Atlanta to it, and
Options.
then that's a whole nother.
It's options. So nobody, because they have so many options, nobody wants to be with one because, I'm gonna go see what I can do with this and try to. It's too selfish for me. It is just
Everything
too
that
much.
glitter ain't gold.
So-
So these options be cute and all of that, but
I'm not welcoming unwanted.
yeah, but they don't know
negativity.
that at the time.
They don't know
They'll step out and ruin this shit, and not my heart broken. So they get to figure out at some point that it ain't.
It ain't
you
what
know.
it be. You know what I'm saying?
But shit, by that time you heartbroken. So.
Yeah, and it's like, well, you should try to get. No, I don't want
baby.
to.
with somebody else.
Right.
No,
Listen, so you gotta put yourself.
Nope.
You got to.
Nope.
I used to be the same way.
Nope.
And I'm still kind of teeter totter
Gee,
or
come
whatever.
on.
bro, I don't like being hurt, bro. Like I don't.
But with
I
hurt,
don't like
but
it.
with
And
hurt
again, that's-
comes lessons.
It does, but
That's true. You realize
you're
those-
right. It does, and it makes you kind of like not want to veer the way you went. But how would you really not know? Because you still in the beginning phases of learning somebody all over again.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I can build this wall, but I don't want to build it too high to run the person that I'm interested off. You know what I'm saying?
Run them off out of.
Like, okay, so if we had an issue with, I'm just gonna say communication,
Okay.
because I don't know how to communicate. Let's just say we just say we have a communication issue.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, so we're in the world of text now, so nobody verbally picks up a phone anymore and has a verbal conversation.
Talk about this.
Everything is done
Talk about
via
this.
text. And I'm somebody, and you know this well off. If I text you, bitch, I better get a response in an ample amount of time, or it's gonna be some problems. You know what I'm
What
saying?
you call it?
Oh, I'm like you didn't see that. I see you read it, but you ain't respond. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have an argument about that, and I'm like, so you can't even. So then that's what messed up our relationship. And now if I'm trying to get to know the next person, I build up a wall. Okay, so because of such and such not communicating, maybe the next person go do it too. I've built up a wall
you
block.
can't do that.
I
Yeah,
can't. You're
you
right.
cannot bring
but it's
the
like
past into a new thing.
as humans, we can say that verbally all day, but as a
It's not
human, you're
easy.
gonna do it because it's not easy.
It ain't easy.
It's easier said than done.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure, but you gotta just go along with it.
And you're like, okay,
That's the risk.
look, let me just crack it open a little bit.
The question remains though, at what point? So if you know that that's what happened, and you got this wall up, and you're trying to do something new with the next person, when do you recognize in yourself that I'm probably cutting this person or chopping this person off because I'm jaded by my past,
Yeah.
just because I've seen a glimpse. Let me actually give this person a chance, because although I may have seen a glimpse, it was probably just a glimpse, a glitch, and it ain't had nothing to do with nothing.
True, and I feel like that's where communication comes into play. Hey, let's have a conversation. So I'm being open with you. This is what happened in my last situation.
And you need that reassurance. That's why they say that reassurance in a relationship from another person is going to help strengthen that bond and that trust.
Right,
But
if
I
you're
don't
not if you're not scared to communicate.
I don't believe in sharing the past with the present.
Oh yeah, I got it.
So what I'm saying by that is, sometimes people use your past to get with you. They
Really?
yeah. Because they feel like, you know what I'm saying, like you getting to know a person.
Okay.
And so they're trying to be them and things like that, but you didn't share this things about that happened to you in your past, what other people have done to you. So now they're trying to be Mrs. Right or Mr. Right and think that this is the way and all that, and then shortly drop the ball and end up doing the same shit that has already happened. They put on this front.
But is that a front if they're like legitimately trying?
I'd rather you try and not know nothing about my past until I tell you the past.
Now y'all know he's talking about double standards, but this is good. So
Oh,
no, we're good. No, we're good. We rolled off because I normally don't like to talk about relationships, but this is some good stuff. So keep going, keep going.
It's tricky. You never know a person. You never know a person's motives.
Yeah.
So I don't
So you
know.
don't feel like you need to
I'm definitely talking about
share
my past.
about it? You don't think you need to talk about it at all?
No, when the time is right.
Well, when is the
just-
time?
When I'm ready to open up,
People just getting on you but not opening up.
Right.
That's
When
how
you
we
ready
get
to
ready.
open up, see what I'm saying?
Everything takes time, and it's when people are ready, not because someone is forced or want to pull it.
No,
out of you
I'm not
or,
saying
you know.
force, but a situation may arise where you have to address something, and you like, okay, is this where I say it, or do I just hold off until something extravagant happens? Then I decide to say, you know what? No, you can't wait till down the line and then you didn't just blew up. You done blew up. You done blew a gasket. That motherfucking shit happened to me in my last relationship. And then you like, the person like, what the hell just happened?
But isn't there a point where you get to that point where you talking to the new person and there's like, okay, so why you single? You know, what happened in
I
your
hate
last
that.
and then no, that's how it
What
comes. Happened in your last relationship?
Yeah.
Why are you single?
No, we have
That's the
to
conversation, right?
That is. I like to ask those questions, but I think people don't ask the main question, because when you ask
That's
the
not a main
question.
question?
Nope. Because when you ask the question like that, they'll tell you the story and all that.
What's
and
the
all.
main question?
The main question is, now, if I had a chance to ask your ex, what was the reason why y'all didn't work out? What do you think that they would say?
I don't think that's no good question.
That's definitely not a main
yes,
question.
I
it
think
is.
what you could.
Yes,
I think
it is.
what they could.
Because
ask
you're gonna
is-
give me. There's three sides: your side, this side, and the truth. So you
And,
gonna give me this side.
which we will never know.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
But
we ain't
I don't
asking
want you to
that.
sit here and paint yourself all.
So a better
Beautiful.
question would be, what did you do?
Right. What did you feel like you did wrong in the relationship?
What
Oh,
problems
yeah,
could
that's
you
a
have?
Now, here's the part where you're going to sit up here and tell a bunch of bald-faced lies.
not me.
Or
Not
you going
me.
to tell the truth. No, I'm just saying, because some people like...
Some people.
Because when people are when people are interested in someone that they like, they may do what they need to do to try to get inside, to try to get that foot in the door. And then, because you know, once you tell one lie, you're so stupid. When you tell one lie, it's gonna be trailed by. You got to keep telling a lie.
Sometimes, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why not just be open in the beginning? Like, come on, like just.
I agree with that.
Just open your communication is vital in life, just all together, and people just don't know how to do it. Cause I'm not a person that just sit there and be like, you're not gonna text me your feelings and I have to interpret your feelings through reading it. You better pick up a phone and talk to me so I can hear it.
I know.
Or FaceTime me so I can see it. Because I'm assume people will read it and assume whatever that's in their brain.
I tell people in a heartbeat, text messages do not have no emotions.
None.
It's the reader
It's interpretation.
that puts the emotions to the message.
That's a problem. You don't think that's a problem?
It's a problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the only time people should really be texting is they're busy. Work, hospital, whatever. If people make time for what they want to make time for.
True.
If you want to make time to go shopping, you do it.
Yeah.
You want to make time to go see how I want to go on a vacation, you do it. Same thing. Because I'm not going to sit here and try to interpret I'm not a therapist. I'm not going to sit here and read this like, okay, maybe they meant it that way.
Yeah.
You're not doing that.
If I'm interpreting your message, I'm petty sometimes. So if I'm interpreting your message, you talking shit. What's up? Like, now I gotta go in. You talking
Right,
shit.
and then it couldn't even been that.
Probably wasn't even there. And
It
I'm an
probably wasn't even
overthinker,
that.
so I'm gonna take this. Hold
Me
on,
too.
This motherfucker, you know.
I'm gonna sit here like, okay, well maybe they meant, you know what? Instead of that,
Pick the phone up.
what you meant? What you said?
Can you say what you
Yeah,
just
can
texted?
say it so I can hear.
Now I'm gonna know the real woman. You pick up that phone as soon as you say something. Oh, so you was on it. Okay,
The
you know,
tone.
yeah.
The
Yeah,
tone.
like I'm sorry. Did you misinterpret what I text?
Yeah, it's true.
Communication. You got to be open, man. Like that's enough.
22.
But yeah, we went off, y'all, and I'm so sorry because we
Double
talking about them standards, but that was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's good to hear another perspective on things as far as like stuff like that. So that's good. Let this roll.
Very good.
Okay. I want to talk about judgment. Now, as people, we automatically judge people. It's not intentional. We don't mean to do it. It just happens. If a person walked in that room that was dressed lackluster or whatever, the first thing that probably pop up to somebody's mind like, why the hell they stepped out the house like that? You know, it's just a prejudge. You know what I'm saying? You don't mean to do it. You're not supposed to do it. It just happens.
I think it's second nature.
It is second nature.
It's second nature, bro.
But
It's like,
judging don't always have to be bad either.
it does.
I could see somebody like that, and judging by how they look, I may want to care for them in a different manner.
Yeah.
You know, a little more than I would care for somebody who come in here with a Fendi suit on.
Yeah,
You know? So
Yeah.
it depends on your judgment.
I agree.
Yeah.
And some judgments are very lackluster because they don't mean anything. But we live in a judgmental society. I could, like, for example, I hate to throw the race card, but us as black people, when we run into money, what's the first thing we're gonna go do? We're gonna shop it. We're gonna buy some extra. I'm just using
Yeah.
the majority. We'll go shop.
You better be buying
They
a
will
house
blow
or
it. This is what I'm saying. You know I'm not bull. You know I'm telling the truth. Shop it. Buy $30,000 worth of weave. Buy weed. Buy all kinds of stuff.
That's true.
And we got the blessing there, but we don't invest. We don't save. We don't do none of that. The other community can wear, and they go get these fancy clothes. The other community can go to Walmart and buy a nice outfit, loaded.
I almost did it. But I'ma
Go
do
ahead
it.
and do it.
What nice outfit you getting from Walmart?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. They don't care. What I'm trying to make you understand is,
No, I get you.
they
I had to
don't
do
care because they are financially stable.
Absolutely.
They don't give a damn. You can judge. So I can wear a Walmart outfit. They can wear a Walmart, and they don't care what you're thinking because they know when they go home, there's a couple of zeros on their accounts. You know what I'm saying? Not like 0, 0, 0, 0. You know what I'm saying? Judging. So if this person walked in the building, you don't know who you're talking to.
Right.
It could have been Elon Musk in training, or already Elon Musk, and we didn't know who it was.
We
You
don't
just
know.
and you judging him. Well, what's the white guy doing here? I'm not gonna. You could be at a networking event. Oh, the white guy.
So
And I run a multi-billion-dollar company. Oh, you like? Oh,
I agree with what you're saying because I judge, but I don't judge. But
okay.
I do
Please clarify.
So
that.
what I mean by that is, like, if I meet somebody and they may not be to normal standards or whatever, that don't mean I'm not gonna talk to them. Especially if we're in the same room. I'm a social butterfly. I'm gonna talk. I don't care if we gonna talk.
That is true.
If I'm judging you, it's all up in here in the head, and I'm gonna keep it to myself. Cause I could be wrong.
Yeah.
So this is the reason why I'm talking to you, to get to know you and, just to see, what I'm saying? You could have just came from the gym, or you could have just ran out the house, but you forgot that you had to come here or whatever. So you got on what you got on. So really, like, the clothes, the shoes, none of that really makes the person. It's the person that makes the person.
But go ahead.
No, I like that. So pretty much keep your judgment internal.
Yeah.
Until you meet and figure out what's going on.
Cause I'm not God, so I ain't got no right to be judging you anyway. That's what I'm not. That's not my job.
True, but guess what? It happens.
It does, but I keep it to myself.
Yeah.
I
So
keep it to
so
myself.
even when you're with your friends or whatever the case, and y'all out having a good night or whatever, and something just come in, it's lackluster again, and y'all don't like, ooh. I know it happens because I've seen it. I've seen it.